Hi, I'm Rick Conlow. I'm glad you're here. We're going to talk about a 4-step career development catalyst plan. Are you unsatisfied with your current career? Do you feel like you're capable of achieving more? Are you looking for a new job? Sometimes all of that can be frustrating and a little anxiety with it. I'm here to tell you to hang in there. A little more persistence, a little more effort. What seems hopeless failure may turn to be a glorious success. And character consists of what you do on the third and fourth tries. Perseverance is failing 19 times and exceeding the 20th. And in the confrontation between the stream and the rock, the stream always wins, not through strength, but through perseverance. And the last quote, "Let me tell you a secret that has led me to my goal. My strength lies solely in my tenacity." So certainly perseverance has a lot to do with career success. But let me share with you these warning signs of career development. Now you may not have these, or there may be a number of these that go together, and they give you clues that maybe some difficult times could be coming ahead. So we want to head these off, and these 4 steps, so stick with me, we'll go over what you can do to accelerate better results. So, first sign, you feel depressed, frustrated, or unfulfilled at work, and just kind of mentally check these if they fit for you, see where you're at, if there's a number of them that go together. You no longer care much of the time. I'm sure you do a lot of the time, but a lot of the other time you don't. Or you're not learning anymore, or you don't get along with the people you work with and there's some conflicts going on, or that passion you used to have is gone. Or you're just comfortable. You know the job, you're doing the job, every day is kind of the same old, same old. Or you lack the energy you used to have putting into your work. Or you're not going the extra mile. You just kind of are crossing the T's and dotting the I's, that kind of stuff, but not putting any exclamation point on the things that you do. Or you've made some mistakes recently and you know better. You really knew what to do, you just, your head wasn't there. Can you relate to that? Or you're passed over a promotion, and this can be very challenging for our psyche in terms of how we view what we do at work. It often develops a number of these other signs. Or you're not networking and engaging and learning and meeting new people. Or you blame other people and situations for your mistakes or failures or lack of getting ahead or your malaise. You know, you just feel like it's other people's problems. They caused it, the boss caused it, the economy caused it, the president caused it, that kind of thing. Now again, if you've got a number of these going, there are signs, warning signs, like when you're driving on the highway, there's signs telling you that a curve is coming ahead. That's what this is. It doesn't mean imminent disaster. However, you need to do something about it, and that's what we're going to dig into. So you may want to jot these down. I've got them on the slides as well as we go through this. First, get feedback. A comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. So we need to get some feedback. And from whom? From our boss. As long as we feel we got a good relationship and can trust them, talk to them. And I'll share with you about what in just a moment. Trusted peers inside where you work, or colleagues outside where you work. Maybe you've got a mentor or coach that you can talk to and get some feedback about how you're doing, what's going on, where you're headed, that kind of thing. Maybe your spouse, if you've got that kind of relationship with her, him, somebody you can trust. Usually a couple, 3 people is helpful. So what are you looking for? You're looking for, okay, what are you thinking about? What do you want to do next? Either in your current job or in another job. And if some of that depends on if you're early in your career or you're later in your career. If you're early in your career, you want to map it out in terms of what you need to do to get some promotions if that's what you want, or education. If you're later in your career, there may be things you want to do after you retire from your current job. A lot of seniors are getting other jobs, different careers, volunteering or making part-time careers, or going, starting their own business is a big thing for those who retire 55 or later. Need to get that information and you're looking for, so what's working for you? What isn't working? What are some challenges and problems that you see? What do you really want to accomplish? What do you need to do differently or better to have that passion, that energy, that desire, that drive again that maybe you once had? That's what you're looking for. The next thing then, what you want to do is you want to get back to school. Now, I don't mean high school or college necessarily, although you may want to enroll some college courses. You want to learn some new things. And in this day and age, two things are critical: digital skills and people skills. They go hand in hand. Most people neglect the people skills and they learn the digital skills and take all the online courses and got all that, and they're really intelligent on it, but they can't relate to people and it causes them problems. So you want to learn in both areas, and you can do that on courses that you pay for. Maybe your current company has some things that you can use, or online things that are free, local courses that are available. But get back to learning, renew it, get excited about it. When we're learning and growing, it adds a whole different dimension in terms of our perspective about the job that we do. If we're not doing that, we're decaying and dying, going backwards. And so we need to invest somewhere between 60, 70 hours a year. That's the best companies in the world do with their employees. In my career, I attended over 120 different programs the last 15 years. 5, 6 programs a year. Many of those are 3, 4 days. And then I've started doing online things the last 5 to 7 years. And all of that develops skill, keeps us sharp, keeps us engaged, keeps us moving forward. And then the next thing that we want to do is we got to recalibrate our goals. We got to set some new goals. Einstein said, if you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. So you need to set some personal goals, 3 to 5, some career goals, 3 to 5, short term and long term, kind of divided up in there. Write them down. Check those with your mentor or a colleague that can give you some feedback and ideas and what would be helpful there. That's going to be your guide. This is where you make some decisions on what you have learned in your learning and what you gain from your feedback. Where do you want to go? What do you want to accomplish? Where do you want to contribute? And then the last thing that you want to do that'll help you revitalize what you do moving forward, well, you got to get into action. And it's kind of like what Jadai Pengyang did. In his community, he found out there weren't any trees. It was northern India. And so he planted a tree. This was when he was in his late teens. And it started to grow, and it gave him some satisfaction. People wondered about it. He planted a few more. Then he planted some more. And then he had a small group of trees. And here we are a couple decades later, and he's planted 1,360 acres of trees and created a whole forest, and it's transformed his community. That's what we're talking about in terms of the things we do, in terms of what our career results can do. We may not do what he did. We're going to do it where we want to show up, where our strengths are, what we're good at, what we like, where we think we can make a positive difference with other people and in this world. So then the last thing is meet other people. Network, network, network. Get to know more people in your current job, outside your job, associations, community groups. Get back into that. When you do that, you find where the jobs are, the good jobs. And now you got somebody that can get you in. Did you know today most people, when they look to get a new job, they just fill something out online? And a lot of companies ask for that. I don't say you don't do that. However, 80% of jobs are still filled by person-to-person contacts. So if you fill out an online application, but you know the department manager in the company or somebody who knows that person, you get a lead in, then you can reach out to that person by email and phone call and talk to them, and you got an edge in getting the job. See what I'm talking about here? Conrad Hilton said success seems to be connected with action. Successful people keep moving. They make mistakes, but they don't quit. So last, in summary, I just want to say this, is that in all of these, excellence in feedback, excellence in learning, excellence in the goals, excellence in the networking is a consistent habit, not a one-time act. A one-time act, sending out 50 resumes, isn't going to get you the kind of dream job or better job that you're looking for, let alone the personal fulfillment that will come from that kind of thing. So you got to do it a number of times. Be consistently constant in what you want to do to move forward. Talking about learning programs, by the way, we have what's called real-time learning and training. It's a website membership where it's got all kinds of modules on the people skills side, on demand, 30 minutes or less learning, gives you a chance to develop your skills. I encourage you to check it out, along with our Superstar Leadership blog, 400 resources for leadership and personal development. Thank you for coming today, and I wish you the best of success.